This winter solstice activation. I very much look forward to bringing it to you today. My name is Vanya Silverton, for those that don't know me, and I do an amazing body of work for women, for everyone, for embodiment, for awakening psychic abilities, for stepping into alignment, incarnating their light. And I look forward to bringing this to you today. As always, I act as a in the moment channel, so I never really know what's going to happen. But I'm sure whatever is meant to come through is going to be for all of us on a collective level to help us move to the next level. So the way that this activation will work is that you will follow my voice and I will open you up. So my voice will be the guide, but you are the master of your own body, your own being, your own guidance. So allow your body to wake up. You might feel light popping through you. You might feel energy lines moving through you and putting you into alignment. You might feel some old stuff wanting to come up and release out. All of this is part of the transformation that takes place because these activations are super powerful. They're a way of us getting rid of old, outdated, misaligned information or belief systems from our being, which may have come down through the generations, through time, right? That are outdated, right? So we need to release and clear. And then we need to allow our body to start to move into a new paradigm, a new way of operating, a new way of feeling, sensing, knowing. And so I truly believe that we are here to revolutionize the human body. We're here to incarnate our soul into it. And we just need to kind of like go through a bit of a cleansing process to get rid of that which is out of alignment, which is outdated, right? And then we need to not only activate our own essence, right, through our system, we need to then code it through our DNA so that our DNA starts to operate in a new way. And then we need to create circuitry, right? Because our whole system, our whole body functions as one thing, right? We want our heart and our mind and our solar plexus and our sexuality to be operating as one extraordinary force, right? And so we go on this journey of not only clearing out all the stuff, right? And why some of us have been on a very long healing journey for a very long time to clear out all the stuff. But then we have to go through a process of re-choosing ourselves, our essence, re-choosing love in every moment, re-choosing our light in every moment so that we can start to incarnate. And then we go on a journey of connecting all the dots together, right? Connecting our light circuitry together, which is why, many people will do things like Qigong or meditation or yoga, or they would do some more physical embodiment stuff so that the circuitry, the energy pathways, the meridians can all start to circuit up with our light, right? And that's when we start to feel vibrant and alive. So there's a little bit of an introduction about why these activations are so important. And as always, I'm in the moment, right? So some of the stuff that will come through may be for you and it may not be for you. So it's completely up to you how you choose to accept or not accept that comes through, or you might have a bigger intuition or awareness that comes through. So I invite you to use this and tailor it to your own self. Okay, so this is the parameters of this activation, and we are doing it on the winter solstice, right? So the winter solstice, if we are in the northern hemisphere, is the day of the longest night. It's the time where and then tomorrow becomes the movement back where the sun takes position back into the day. So it's quite beautiful. Obviously on the southern hemisphere it's the other way around. You're probably having the longest days at the moment, right? It's somewhere on the other side of the world. And it's the same principle. So the activation can be used whether you're in the northern or southern hemispheres. It's not winter solstice kind of specialized, but what I am hoping to do is to find the moment between the death and the rebirth, right? Because it's the moment where the darkness chooses to kind of let go of its hold over us on the winter, and then the rebirth of the sun comes through. So I want to use this moment more for the death and the rebirth, the moment between the death and the rebirth, because for me, this time of year is the time where everything just kind of stops. For me, it's that kind of time where there's nothing to do. It's just family. It's that shift from one year to the next. It's that moment from the dark night to the brighter nights. It's the moment of the inhale to the exhale. And this activation, I believe, is going to hold some potency around this moment between these times. So this is what we're going to be focusing on. It's the pause. It's the moment between the inhale, the exhale, the moment between the death and the rebirth. And I think there's a very beautiful PowerPoint in this that we need to harness, we need to find, we need to get its magic. So this is where we will be going, and we'll be working in this section in the universe, in our being, in our body, and finding that pool of power or magic that we can use to rebirth ourselves and blossom ourselves in a new way. So welcome, welcome, welcome to this activation. So I'm just invite you to begin by closing your eyes. I think when we start to move into these things, we use it like a ceremony, right? We use it as an activation, a ceremony, a moment to really come into center and into alignment. So I just invite you, as you're just tuning back into yourself, to let go of your to-do lists on the exhale, to let go of all the Christmas stuff you need to do on the exhale, to let go of the stuff that might be going on in your world, in your field on the exhale. Let it all go and just come back to you. Because you need to exist more and more. The aim of the game is that you, in your life, in your journey, you choose to exist more and more and more and more and more, right? We choose to exist more in our truth of our energy, more of our thoughts as opposed to our parents' thoughts, more of our voice as opposed to society's voice. We choose to exist more and more as our unique frequency. And so I invite you to let go of everything that isn't you so that you can arrive back into you. So you might want to just give yourself a little shake, just to shake off everything that isn't you. I love doing a little bit of releasing to begin with, because we hold on to so much stuff, right? Hold on to so much stuff. Maybe wipe down yourself, your aura, give yourself a bit of a cleanse. Maybe do some big exhales and shakes, and let everything go. Let it go. Wipe yourself down. Beautiful. Okay. And we're arriving back into our center. So I just invite you to feel the central core of your energy field. You might feel it like all your chakras lining up through your body from bottom to top. You might just feel that where your spine is. I just invite you to breathe into your central core and breathe out, and breathe into it and breathe out. And then I invite you to breathe light, right? From the center of the galaxy. If you can just move your consciousness up, 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 up through the universe, through all the stars, until we get to that great big central sun of the entire universe, or that big bang of light that's always existed. And just tune into that higher, 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 until you feel this moment where there's this very bright light in the depths of the universe, or a very bright light that is heaven, or a very bright light that is the central dimension of love, whatever you want to call it. But we're wanting to access this very, very bright light. And once you feel your consciousness or your energy body kind of touching it, right? Because we move out through our intention, we can move our energy body up, our consciousness. We are our physical body, but we're also our energy body, right? Move it up, up, up to touch the central light that's there. And I just invite you to breathe it in. So all your energy that's touching high, high, high up, just let it open up and be like little straws that just drink light back into your body. So let your crown chakra open up and drink that light from the depths of the universe. On the inhale, drink it all the way down to your heart. And then on the exhale, expel it, exhale it out of your body, out of your feet into the ground. Inhale, drinking all that light into your heart. Exhale, letting it exhale into the earth. And one more time, inhaling all this light through your system, through all the energy pathways. As you do, you're feeding your body with light, right? We can feed our body with food, but our energy body needs to be fed with light. So inhaling all this gorgeous light through your system, exhaling it through your body, out the soles of your feet. And one more time, inhaling all this gorgeous light. And you should start to feel stronger in your own system. Remember, if we are in the Northern Hemisphere, we don't have so much light running through us, and we can feel a little bit inwards. We can feel like a little bit of a wilted flower because we don't have that light of the summertime of the sun to kind of like blossom us, right? So we're kind of using this moment to access a light that is always available to us, but we don't often let it move through our system. We don't often let it feed our body. So One more time, inhaling all this light from the center of the galaxy. And just as you do, let it visualize it going through all the energy pathways, like all your energy pathways are like little rivers through your body, and you're letting this light fill up your whole system. And you might want to move your body. Maybe there's a part of your body that really needs a little bit of movement to get that light through. Ah, beautiful. Good, good, good. Nice. Good. Let it all come through, and you might just want to wash that light through you. So just now, this time, take your fingers up to the heavens, drinking light through all your fingertips, drinking it in, drinking it in, drinking it, and then just washing your body in light. Like, just gather this light. We forget that there is so much more light available to us all the time. So just washing your face. If you like, you can grab a big pool of this light, put it into your crown chakra, and then wash your third eye. Wash your throat chakra with it. Wash your heart, drinking it in, your solar plexus, drinking it in, your sacral chakra, drinking it in, your base chakra, drinking it in, and just letting all the cells in your body just drink in this light. And for some of you, you are light deficient, right? You might be feeling a little bit mopey inside, or a little bit not so energetic, or can't be bothered, or that kind of like hibernation mode, which is right if you're in the northern hemisphere. But we should also have a perk of energy that runs through us. You know, it might not be as bold as it possibly can be in the summertime, but it's still this perk of energy, a perk of soul force, because this time is a time of going inwards, but we're needing a source of light, of energy to perk us up so that we can rebirth again in the right way. That we can have a source of energy to remind us who we are. Because this time between now and winter solstice and the Chinese New Year, which I think is the 22nd of January, you've got a whole month to kind of rebirth yourself, right? A whole month to strip away what doesn't work, to move back into alignment. So for me, this time of the year, between now and the 22nd of January, let's see, we might do another live around then, an activation to complete this one, is a time where you come back to you. Now, the problem is around this time is that we're busy with so much stuff. There's Christmas, there's family dramas, there's presents to buy, there's food to make, there's a New Year's celebration you got to do with work colleagues. And there's so much going out to connect that we can often miss this actual deeper energetic moment that's happening between now, winter solstice, and the Chinese New Year, of a deep shift and change and a rebirth of ourselves. And yeah, the caterpillar has to go into the cocoon to come out as a butterfly. And so this phase is the cocoon. But this phase of the cocoon requires you to tap into this deeper light force. It requires you to tap into the light force of your soul, right? Yeah, we have universal light, what we've just tapped into, which can help feed our bodies. We're also being required to tap into our soul force at this time, to learn to feel it, to communicate it, to let it tell us what we should be doing with our lives, to re-navigate, so that when we come out the other end, where we know what we're doing, where we're going, right? And what happens is that people forget this moment in time. They forget this month, right? They're busy doing other things. So I just invite you, keep breathing all this universal light, let it keep feeding your system. But I just invite you to also just cut some cords, some energetic ties, because it's a time where we get pulled socially in so many different directions. And it's beautiful and wonderful. And I love being social. And I love going out dancing. And I love all that stuff. But we can be pulled so much that we forget to capture this deeper wave. And then we have a New Year's resolution, right? And then our New Year's resolution fades, doesn't work out because we haven't put the power and the energy behind it. We haven't rebirthed into that New Year's resolution. I hope I'm making sense. So just cut some social cords, but anywhere where your energy is leaking with other people unnecessarily, anywhere where you're being tangled up into family stuff unnecessarily. I know there are some things we have to do. Just pull your energy back, pull it back, gather your energy back, gather yourself back, gather yourself back. Like I said, this is the moment between the inhale and the exhale, the death and the rebirth, but it goes on for a whole month. But it's a point where we gather ourselves back again, right? So gathering ourselves back, gathering all the power, gathering all the lessons, the wisdoms that you've learned in 2022, gathering all that you've become over the last year, gathering your visions, gathering your choices, gathering how you want your relationships to be, your family to be, your work to be, your income to be, whatever it is, just gathering it all back. You know all this, but we tend to get split in so many different directions in our life, get so distracted that we fragment our energy so much. And then we go through this period of time and we fragment our energy again, right? And then we end up on the other side in the new year, not quite in our totality. So gather all of yourself back. You are unbelievably aware of who you are, your power, your direction, your gifts, your tools, your talents. You're unbelievably aware of your desires, right? You know it all. And I think there's also a recognition in order to bring all of it back to your center is you have to accept that you already know yourself. You have to accept that you've already found your power. You have to accept that you've already discovered self-love. You have to accept all of this as one total force inside. And we have been trained people and we get flashed stuff that we're not loving ourselves enough, or we're not desiring enough, or our relationship isn't perfect enough, or everyone else seems to have direction except for us. And we get fragmented and then we collapse, right? We collapse too much. And so the invitation is to recognize that you have already arrived, that you're already here. And all you're doing is that you're preparing yourself, strengthening yourself, your being, your body for the next year. So I invite you, maybe you want to put your hands on your heart and solar plexus. I invite you to accept that you already love yourself totally, fully, utterly. And yeah, there are moments where we have to keep recorrecting this, right? I'm not saying, life doesn't wobble us. But it's the acceptance which is going to move you out of chasing, right? Having to chase self-love, having to chase my power, having to chase that I'm doing okay, right? It's going to bring that all into now that it's already here, it's already arrived, I already have that. So take another deep breath and recognize you already are self-love. You already are confidence. You already are a visionary. You already are a manifester. You already are a bright light in this universe. You already are and aware of what you know and where you need to go. You already have all of this in you. It's already been there. It's flashed through you. It's been a glimmer. It's been a knowing. It's been a thing that's passed through you. Now it's time to gather it all together as one energy, one being, one soul in a body, circuiting in one way, right? So you might feel yourself like being pulled. Imagine your central core. We connected to the central core in the beginning. It's got a gravitational pull to it, and it's pulling all of who you are, gathering all of who you are back to your center. Gathering all of who you are, all that love you have for yourself, all that wisdom you know, all the goodness that you've given to the world, gathering it back, all your power, your voice, gathering it back to your center, gathering it back. And sometimes hand movements can be very powerful because they help us. So just by pulling yourself back and maybe moving your hand into prayer, you're noticing that central core getting stronger and stronger and stronger, pulling it back to your central core. Very good. And you'll feel your heart, what it will do is it will start to move in a new way. It will start to weave all of who you are back together. So I invite you to let all of who you are be medicine for yourself, right? So pulling all of who you are, your love, your power, your joy, your sense of self, and I invite you to bring it all the way back into your body, and all those little points in your body which are deficient in you, deficient in your energy, deficient in your love, deficient in your power. I invite you to just pull all that energy all into the deep crevices of yourself. So maybe there's a pocket in your solar plexus, you need to pull your energy in there. Maybe it's deep in your womb space, you need to pull your energy in there. Maybe it's in your throat, you need to pull yourself back there. Because a lot of us energetically live out of, how can I say it? deficiencies of ourselves in certain parts of our bodies. And then that collapses our circuitry, right? Because our energy field isn't pumping through it. So I invite you to really pull yourself into those places which for a very long time have felt, I'm alone, I'm nothing works for me. And they're just little circuitry pockets that need your energy and light. Just pull it back in. And then what you should hopefully feel is your light go into those little places, and it kind of like, and it starts to reconnect the energy pathways again because there's more energy flowing through it. So I invite you to keep pulling all your energy. If you need to keep pulling that light from the center of the universe to help you, and just let it go into all the circuitry inside of you. You've got hundreds, thousands of energy pathways that run like an amazing network. And we need all of them to be full and flowing with who you are. Then you'll feel like your energy body's got some oomph. Then you'll feel desire running through you. Then you'll feel your intuition being super strong because it's got the pathway to be strong. Then you'll feel that deep thought of power that moves through you, right? Because it's coming in a total, because it's opening up the circuitry through you, and you've got energy to support it, right, in that moment. But if we've got circuitry which is a little bit broken, where your light hasn't gotten there, where it's deficient, where there's some trauma, it will be like you'll get a little bit of intuition, but the rest of your body will be like, oh, no, it's not, right? We're wanting to create this deep circuitry through our system so that our whole system works and operates as one team, one energy forward. So just allow all that to take place. You might want to visualize your hands running through your energy body and opening up all this circuitry through you. You can gather light. You might want to pull love in. You might want to pull peace in. You can do whatever you like. You're an alchemist. But just really opening up all the circuitry through your system. I don't know why. You might want to focus on your spine a little bit, or run your hands either side energetically. You can just visualize your spine in front of you and run your hands either side through the central nervous system and all the energy pathways that are there, just to open it up. Beautiful. Good. All righty. Good. So you should start to be feeling more alive. And this aliveness is the place that you're wanting to rebirth yourself from, right? This aliveness is here because you've had an amazing 2022, and there's so much things that have actually been achieved already. And when you enter into 2023, the more of this aliveness in your body, it's going to be so much easier to complete the things you need to complete. So as a way of us owning and accepting ourselves, I invite you to write into the chat for me the person that 2022 has made you become. Could be just 3 words, right? 2022 has made me become more relaxed, 100%. 2022 has made me become more loved and more connected. I feel like I've got so much more soul family and soul friends around me. And 2022 has given me a massive opening for me to go to another level. Like 2022 brought so many ideas and inspirations to me and awarenesses, and I shuffled through so much stuff that it's now time to do it and birth it, right? So it gave me a lot of insight, 2022. So I want you to really anchor in, right? Say to us, show us what 2022 has made you become. Could be 1 word, could be 2 words. But we're needing to weave that through you, right? So that you can move forward. We have strong. Ashwani's saying strong. That's so beautiful. What has it made you? Made me appreciate my life and my body. So I've got a few different systems go. I've got some on Facebook, some on Instagram. Maybe appreciate my life and my body. Powerful. Charlotte, more of me. Strong awareness and calmness. Yeah, maybe become more aware of my business. Beautiful. Grounded, wise, and more centered. Beautiful. So just ground yourself in that knowing, right? And own it. We're so not good at owning and claiming that we are that now. And then we go to the next year and we're still going, well, I'm still not strong and I'm still not quite grounded in my business. And I'm still not, but actually you've made it, you've done it, right? So own it and claim it and ground it. Connected, made me aware of my strengths and my weaknesses. What else we got going on here? We have more releasing and more renewing, empowered, magical, and trusting. Beautiful. Maybe my own authentic truth. Beautiful. Authentic, deep awareness, self-love and centering, intuitive and discerning. Beautiful. So own that. 2022 has given me soul family, grounded me, and given me a sense of peace. Yeah. Made me take more actions I never took before. So own that. Let the energy of that, intuitive and discerning, let the energy of what 2022 has given you, has made you become. It's not that it's given it to you, it's made you become it, because guess what? You probably went through a lot of challenges and a lot of stuff to get this, right? You've earned this. You've earned it. So own it, claim it. So you've done the challenge. It's yours now. So claim it. We have aware of who I am and my purpose, grounding me professionally, clear people around me. Yeah, be more connected to my heart, giving me more presence, more homely. Yeah, I've definitely gotten more homely this year. Powerful, connected to my authentic self. Amazing, right? So much trustful, more intuitive. You've worked for this, right? This doesn't come easily. You've done the work for this. So own it, claim it. Really own it and claim it. Like, let this power be yours. Like, it's yours now. You've initiated yourself into this, right? You've initiated yourself into this. So own it, feel it moving through, and feel that energy of that 2022, what you've claimed and become. Let it strengthen your system. Let it move through you. Own it. Let it breathe through your body. The reason we opened up these energy pathways, right, is so that you can actually infuse yourself with more of who you are. So whatever the magic of 2022 gave you, let it infuse your system. Let it run through you like another force of energy. Right? Like another force of energy. You might want to breathe it through. You might want to move it through your body, right? Sometimes it's nice to just move it through your whole system. Oh, so if I'm ready, actually, let's just do this because it feels good. I want you to move your body, but you're going to move this new power that you've arrived in 2020. Let it move through your system and body. So I'm kind of letting this kind of relaxed, connected, and visionary part of me move through my system, and let your body just stretch it through, move it through. But really what you're doing is you're moving it, because we're conscious beings, is you're letting that energy move through the energy pathways to gift yourself with a new ingredient in your body, a new ingredient, because you want to move through in 223, right, with this ingredient that you've gathered, you've claimed, you've brought through. And we should be doing this not only on the winter solstice, right? This is something that we should be doing all the time as we gather and gain our talents and our skills and our wisdoms. And only then will we start to feel stronger and stronger in ourselves. The problem is that we learn this stuff, we arrive, we get it, but then we don't integrate it, we don't own it, we don't claim it, we don't let it be a part of us. We're not trained to do that. What we are trained to do is to realize that there's something still missing, there's something still wrong, there's something still right? Let it move through. Good. Good. Alrighty. So now that has taken place, I feel like you just need to open up your throat chakra, because there's more to say now. There's more, and open up your solar plexus because there's more to be. And open up your heart because there's more to feel. Open up your third eye because there's more to know now, right? Now that you're more of you, now that you're more of your truth, you can know more, feel more, be more, act more, say more, do more. And I think this is important because, like I said, more of you needs to exist. And the more that we integrate all of who we are, the easier it is for all of us, for more of us to exist, right? So just letting yourself exist more. So let's do this again. I allow myself to receive more. And just open up your crown chakra and let more light in. I allow myself to know more. I allow myself to speak more, throat chakra. I allow myself to feel more, heart chakra. I allow myself to be more, solar plexus. I allow myself to connect more, sacral chakra. I allow myself to experience more, base chakra. And this is the final piece of this activation. It's more. You are allowed to be more, feel more, experience more, do more, say more, stand more, ground more, claim more, own more, right? Receive more. And so can we just open yourself up to this more, being more of you, playing more with life, like just taking things up a notch. You don't want to be stuck doing the same level of life, right? You don't want to be stuck there doing that same place. We want to be more all the time, more deeper. Be bolder with your words. Do a little push a little bit more. And can you just allow yourself that it's okay to be and experience and do more? I can do, experience, be, and do more. Beautiful. Good. And just feel your whole body just expanding and rebirthing itself to the experience of more, right? And, we want to be more multidimensionally, right? Stay with me on this, more multidimensionally. What does that mean? It means that I can be more in my connection to the plants. I can be more with my connection to the stars. I can be more with my connection to my spirit guides. I can be more with my connection to love. I can be more in my connection to my dharma, what I'm meant to be doing. So just activating and allowing yourself to be multidimensionally more. Multidimensionally more. It's beautiful. And just let that activation move through. You might feel codes opening you up. You might feel your system recircuiting. Multi-dimensionally more. And just for a little bit of interaction, what does it mean to be multi-dimensionally more, right? What does that mean to you, right? What does that mean to you? To be multi-dimensionally more. It's a beautiful thing to be multi-dimensionally more. And also, what does it mean to just be more, like live more of you, more of life too? It's like in that being more, you're expanding limitations. Our limitations, our beliefs, our whatever, they pull us in, right? And we don't live more because of the rules or society. But we're in this ability to be more, we're allowed to expand our limitations. We're allowed to heighten our senses to experience more. We're allowing our soul force to play with life at a deeper level. And in that, we get a deeper exchange back, right? So if there was a blessing that was to come down to you from the heavens right now, in this moment, then you are getting, and if you'd like to receive it, the blessing of being multidimensionally more. And just feel it, receive it, know it, be it, claim it. Multi-dimensionally more. Let it activate your DNA, your energy pathways. We've got some stuff going on in the chat here. Let me read it. Oh, I don't know how this works. We have to be multi-dimensional more is to be full of light in everything I do, to be expansive and be like an owl and see everything at once, 360 degrees. I love that. More parts of me to be more of it. Beautiful. Interact with all of light. So beautiful. Good. Multidimensionally more. And we have in the chat to get deeper connected, to radiate myself into the universe, to live more and more potential every day, and allow myself to really change and be and expand every aspect of my life without holding me back. Beautiful. Good. More possibility. Good, right? Multidimensionally more. I think everyone should journal on that, right? Hi, Tux. How are you? I think everyone should journal on what it is to be multidimensionally more. Go discover it, right? In this moment between the winter solstice and the calendar changing for the Chinese New Year, work out what it is to be multidimensionally more. Expansion without limitation, multidimensional to belong even more. Yeah, beautiful, right? So much potential. So just keep allowing yourself to be multidimensional more. And I'm just going to pull out a card from my new Oracle card deck that I have made. So we'll be doing some amazing Oracle stuff next year because this is my forte, right? Psychic, intuitive, healing stuff. So what does it mean to be multidimensionally more? Let's see what cards pop out. Alrighty. Cards I didn't expect. And I think it's the universe saying, oh yeah, it's so great to think that you're going to be multidimensionally more, right? So great that this is coming down, this is what's going to be. But people, these are the three biggest things that are stopping you from being multidimensionally more. One is being distracted, right? We get so distracted with social media, television, all this stuff that it actually shuts down our energy pathways and our psychic abilities to be multidimensionally more, to receive more. So the distractions that you have in your life, electronics, things like this, are going to stop you from being multidimensionally more. So go check out what that is or where your distractions are from stopping you from being multidimensionally more. The other issue we all have that stops us from being multidimensionally more is injustice. A lot of us still feel like everyone else gets it, but we don't get it. Everyone else is more psychic or intuitive, but I'm not. Everyone else is able to make more money, but I'm not. And we get caught in this weird betrayal. We're betrayed by the universe, right? Feeling. Well, how can you be multidimensionally more if you feel this injustice or you feel like you've been betrayed by the universe from being more and having more? Well, let me tell you, it's all one big lie, this injustice. And that's why I'm telling you, learn to recircuit your body, learn to embody, learn to clear out the stuff, learn to reconnect, because the injustice will start to go away. You just need to do a little bit more work to make sure that this injustice doesn't flash up, because it will just stop you from being multidimensionally more. And the last one, father. Some of you have father issues or male issues somewhere in your psyche that you think that it's going to be given to you, right? Or you're waiting for it to be given to you. Or you've got this, like, it should be given, it should just arrive. Where is it? But whatever your father issues are, they're stopping you from being multidimensionally more. And I think that will be a personal thing for everyone else. So those are the three things: injustice, some father male issues around receiving or experiencing, or maybe you've got father stuff that father's been so controlling and intense that you feel like you can't live more life. You have to hold yourself in. You can't be more, right? So there's some stuff around that. Injustice and distraction. So check that out. That's what's stopping you from being multidimensionally more. These cards are amazing. They're so good. Yeah, so good. See if there's another card that wants to pop up. And you need to surrender. Just surrender to this extraordinary flow of life that is wanting you to be multidimensionally more all the time. Surrender to it. And beautiful things will come your way, because life is a multidimensional experience, and we need lots of things multidimensionally to be going on so that we can feel fulfilled, right? Anyway, there you go. That is the winter solstice activation with the deep message to be multidimensionally more. Yeah, it is a beautiful deck. They're on pre-order. If you order it before the new year, you get a free course or whatever. I can't wait. They're so special. They're on my website. You'll find them. Do a pre-order. You get a free course with it at the moment. Look at that one. They're really beautiful. It's a Zen Master. They're really beautifully coded cards. So cycles of life. You'll see them. They're magic. They are there. What else have I got coming up? Beautiful people. Next year, Dun, da, da, da. We have a 4-hour visionary workshop I'm going to do at the beginning of the year, right? 14th. So come along to that. We have the Sacred Star Embodiment Coaching Certification. I'm opening it up again. I've set all the dates. I can't wait for this one. It's going to be the 3rd round of doing it. And we give unlimited rounds to people. So once you're in, you're in. You can keep joining every year. Look out for that. And the Living Goddess and Living Priestess retreats in the summertime. They're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I will send out a calendar of events sooner, hopefully rather than later. But mark your diaries. There's stuff coming up, and I look forward to being your guide in all the many, many different ways that I can help you to help your growth, right? To help your growth. And how else am I going to help you? I'm going to help you deliver your wildness, people. Yeah, your growth and wildness. Let's see how else I can help you in 2023. Your identity. These cards are amazing. And one more, how else am I going to help you? Union, love, connection. So there are many ways that I can help you in 2023. People, when the Spain retreat will happen at the end of July towards August, like right at the end towards August. Yeah. It should all be on my website. Amazing people. I'm just going to check the chat. Rosalind's ordered her cards. Thank you. People, I love you. Thank you for being with me. There's so much. If you haven't done the Legacy of Light, I suggest you do that as well over the Christmas break. So beautiful. That I did at the beginning. Yeah, so welcome. People, gorgeous being. Have an amazing Christmas and New Year. And don't forget this moment in time I'm talking about, right? There's this moment in time between the winter solstice and the Chinese New Year. Come back to yourself, rebirth, gather yourself, re-listen to this again if you need to, but you want to come out strong at the end of the year. Yeah. The oracle cards, yeah, they come with instructions. There's a whole booklet to them. Remember, where are you entangling your energy? There's like a whole book with it, and there'll be some online courses coming next year too. I'm going to do an oracle course as well. Yeah, they're really pretty. Embodiment. What else have we got here? Healing. And there are 5 categories. Restriction. They're like oracle cards, a cross between oracle cards and tarot cards. But they're really beautiful. They're really easy to read. I found tarot cards quite difficult to read, and oracle cards a bit fluffy. So these are really pretty. Okay. Ooh. Your brilliance. Desire. All right, gorgeous people. Have an amazing Christmas, New Year's. I could play with you guys energetically for a long time with all this stuff, but we can do this in the upcoming new year. There's so much going on all the time. I love you. Be bright, be amazing, step into your power, and enjoy being multidimensionally more, right? It's all about being multidimensionally more. Big kiss. So much love. So much love. Yeah, I'll enjoy my festive time with my family. There's going to be a lot of family. Bye. Merry Christmas, everyone.